Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss the cathode ray oscilloscope, its construction and operation. So strictly speaking, the cathode ray oscilloscope is an electronic instrument that presents a high fidelity graphical display of the rapidly changing voltage at its input terminals. The cathode ray oscilloscope is probably the most versatile and useful instrument available for signal measurement. So if you check, unlike the meters which only allow the user to measure amplitude information, means just like our measuring instrument, the CRO or the oscilloscope allows the user to view the instantaneous voltage versus time. Such displayed plot of the signal can be used for various measurements like a peak voltage, frequency, phase, time period, rise time, etc. Okay, so here we are having the block diagram of a CRO. Okay, so the block diagram of a CRO. For the CRO, the heart of the CRO is nothing but the CRT. CRT stands for cathode ray tube. Okay, this full section is nothing but cathode ray tube. Inside the cathode ray tube, we are having a electron gun assembly. We are having a vertical deflection plates. We are having a horizontal deflection plates, and here it is we are having a phosphor screen. Okay. Next, so before that, here the signal which we are testing or which we are interested in getting the waveform, okay, or which we are interested in seeing that signal, okay, that signal is applied at this terminal, that is the input signal. Okay, first of all, that signal is amplified, vertical amplified. Okay, so its magnitude, its amplitude will be amplified. Okay, amplified. Next, after that, it is given to the delay line. Okay, and the output of the delay line, the function of the delay line or the delay block is to create a some delay. Okay, next, here the output of the vertical amplifier is again given to the trigger circuit. The function of the trigger circuit is to keep the frequency of time based generator signal and the input signal, okay, should be same. Okay, so it adjusts the frequency of the time based generator signal in such a way that or it should be equal to the frequency of the input signal. Next, the output of the trigger circuit is given to the time based generator. So trigger circuit will trigger or will operate the time based generator. Okay, and after that it is given to the horizontal amplifier. Okay, so output of the time based generator, output of the time based generator, it will be like this. I am writing here output of time based generator. So here it is time we are having, okay, 0, and the output of time based generator, it will be like a ramp signal. Okay, so the time or the period of this time based generator signal, it should be same as that of the frequency of the, it should be same as that of the time period of the input signal. Okay, so whatever the input signal is there, that input signal is applied to the vertical deflection plates, and to the horizontal deflection plates we are applying the time based generator signal. Okay, so point to be noted, for vertical plates, vertical plates we are applying input signal, and for at horizontal plates, at horizontal plates we are applying the time based signal, time based signal or the time based generator signal. Okay, so suppose if we want to, if the input signal is sinusoidal, for example, suppose the input signal is sinusoidal. Okay, so suppose this is 0, okay, and the input signal we are having, suppose this is the input signal, right? So this signal we have applied to the vertical plates, vertical plates. Okay, this is the input signal. Okay, next, so generally it is represented with Vy. Okay, Vy. Next, input to the horizontal plates. The horizontal plate will determine, yes, so as I said, the time period or the frequency of both the signals should be same. Okay, so it is like this, and here it is. Okay, so if you check, if here it is time t, definitely here it is also t. Okay, next here it is 2t, here it is we are having 2t. Next, so here suppose this signal we have applied between these two plates, and this signal we have applied between horizontal plates. Okay, so here the function of the electron gun is to produce the electron beam, to produce the electron beam. Okay, so here first of all the electron gun will produce the electron beam. Okay, electron beam, and when that electron beam or that electron comes in the area of the vertical plates, comes in the area of the vertical plates. Okay, so if you check between the two vertical plates, we are having some gap here. Okay, some distance is present here. Okay, so here when the electron is when the electron gun produces the electron, then electron will pass, then electron will leave the electron gun and will come in the area of the vertical deflection plates. Okay, now depending on the potential difference, depending on the potential difference between the two vertical plates. Okay, so suppose if we are having this signal, if we are we have applied this signal, we have maintained this signal across the vertical plates. Okay, so suppose electron gun has, yes, electron has come out from the electron gun. Okay, and suppose at this instant, that is at t is equal to 0, at this instant if you check, the Vy is 0. If Vy is 0, the meaning is this electron will pass exactly from the center of the two vertical plates, from the center of the two vertical plates. Okay, so next, so suppose if instead of t is equal to 0, if we are changing, considering, or if we are checking at, suppose at t is equal to t1, so if you check at t is equal to t1, the voltage is at peak value. Okay, so if the voltage is at peak value, then whatever the next, or the whatever the electron which is coming out from the electron gun corresponding to this time, that electron will be, yes, getting shifted in the upward direction, and after that it will pass, if it will leave that those vertical plate area. Okay, and again will move forward. Okay, so here the potential difference between the two vertical plates, it depends on whatever the input signal we are having. Okay, and if the potential difference between the two vertical plates will be at its peak, then what will happen, this electron will be moving in the upward direction. Similarly, suppose corresponding to t is equal to t2, here we are having the negative voltage peak value. Okay, then whatever the next electron which is coming here, that electron will be, yes, shifted in the downward direction. Okay, shifted in the downward direction. Okay, and after leaving that, again it will move in this way. Okay, so like this means the vertical movement of the electron, it will be defined, it will depend on the magnitude of the input signal. Okay, similarly, suppose as I said, at t is equal to 0, suppose at t is equal to 0, here Vy is 0, so that electron will be passing exactly from the center of the two vertical plates. Okay, two vertical plates. Next, corresponding to that, again at t is equal to 0, here we are having the 0 voltage for the horizontal plates. Okay, so if the 0 voltage is there for horizontal plates, okay, then what will happen, that electron will be passing, yes, that will electron will be getting shifted towards the left hand side, plate, means towards this plate. Okay, and after that it will strike on the screen, and next when the electron strikes on the screen, as the screen is of phosphor, okay, that electron will illuminate a light. Okay, that electron will cause the generation of a light. Okay, so you might have seen in the CRO we are having the waveform. Okay, it is like yes, continuously we are getting the electrons from the electron gun. Okay, and for each electron, the position of the each electron, the vertical position or the vertical shift will be decided by the vertical deflection plate signal, and second one, the horizontal shift will be decided by the horizontal deflection plate signal. Okay, so likewise, means here if you check the from t is equal to 0 to t is equal to capital T is equal to 0 to t is equal to capital T, for the horizontal plate, the electron will be moving or will be changing its position. Okay, from leftmost plate towards the rightmost plate, means from this plate towards this plate. Okay, so corresponding to this point, the electron will be taking the position at the near to the rightmost plate. Okay, but whereas at t is equal to 0, it will be passing, yes, nearer to from the leftmost place. Okay, leftmost plate. Okay, so here the horizontal deflection of the electron beam and the vertical deflection of the electron beam. Okay, are you getting the point? Okay, so likewise we are getting the waveform here, but strictly speaking the waveform is not a continuous actually. Okay, because we are not having the continuous electrons. Okay, after one electron there is a gap of microseconds. Okay, and after that the next electron will be generated by the electron gun. Okay, but while seeing the for the human being, okay, we cannot see the difference between the microseconds. Okay, so that's why we feel that it is a continuous one. Okay, so friends, this is the simple operation of a cathode ray tube. Okay, cathode ray tube. Now depending on the operation, we are having some theory, okay, or some concluding remarks for the signals, okay, of the vertical plate and the horizontal plate. For example, suppose Vx is equal to Vm1 into sine of omega t. Okay, this is applied to the horizontal plate. This signal we have applied to the horizontal plate. Next, the vertical plate we have applied, suppose it is a Vm2 into sine of omega t plus phi. Suppose this signal is applied to the vertical plate. Okay, so what will happen? Suppose if phi is 0, if phi is equal to 0, then on the cathode ray tube will be getting this type of line. Okay, if phi is 0, suppose if phi is pi by 4, if phi is equal to pi by 4, then we'll getting the eclipse type of object on the screen, CRO screen. Okay, suppose if phi is equal to pi by 2, then we'll be getting a circle. We'll be getting a circle. Okay, suppose if phi is equal to 3 pi by 4, then again we are getting the eclipse, but this type of structure, and like this. If phi is equal to pi, then we can get a line passing through 0. This type of line will be getting. Okay, if phi is equal to 5 pi by 4, and again we will be getting the eclipse type of object on the screen. Okay, but it will be rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. If phi is equal to 3 pi by 2, then we'll be getting a circle. Okay, so circle we are getting, it will be in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, here we are having an eclipse. If phi is equal to 7 pi by 4, then again we will be getting the eclipse. And if phi is equal to 2 pi, we will be getting straight line. Okay, so these we need to understand and we need to memorize. Okay, so you can check if to the vertical plate, if you apply the signal Vm1 sine of omega t, and to horizontal plate, okay, to the vertical plate Vm2 sine of omega t plus phi, and to horizontal plate it is a Vm1 sine of omega t. Okay, and from those signals magnitudes you can draw the two signals, Vm sine omega t, Vm2 sine of omega t plus phi. Okay, and from for various times, okay, you can check the horizontal and vertical position of the electron, okay, and where it will show on the screen. Okay, from that you can get idea. Okay, so this is the important issue. Okay, so friends, this is about the CRO construction and the operation. Okay, thank you.